Welcome back to the MCG. Second half about to get underway. So the halftime break is over for Sheen Panel Service. Margin 44. Quickly, Daniel Harford, what are you expecting second half?
We're expecting more of the same, I think. The Cats have got to find a way to get their hands on the ball. If they can't do that, it's going to be an absolute pantsing.
And we're underway. Selwood had the first possession. Prize free, though, by Stringer. They got the handball out to Goddard. His kick went straight to Dangerfield, who kicks the centre half forward. Kramer made a good contest of it, and then fired the handball to Selwood. Selwood straightens up. Could be the first. Oh. No, it's the bottom of the post. And a minor score for the Cats to start things.
Quick kick in. Sard receives it, but it's coming back. Now, there's a late whistle here. And it's disadvantaged
against Tommy Hawkins.
Okay, so Jordan Ridley is the recipient. And he bangs it long down the line. Dangerfield in from the side. Takes a spectacular grab. They need a big second half from him. He's turned it over. Kicked it straight between two Geelong players to McDonald, Tip and Woody from centre half back. Kicks out to the long lead of James Stewart, who marks in front of his eyes. I was going to say, is he going to kick to Zaharakis? He's going to go the longer option to Bagley, who gathers on the second bounce, then retreats by hand to Zaharakis, confronted by Tui. So he goes back even further to Goddard. Under pressure, kicks into the right forward pocket. Henry got hands on it, couldn't complete the mark. Tom Stewart storms through. Handballs over the boundary line, and he's been pinged.
Well, that is incredible. He's tried to hit down the line. How the umpire could know on that angle.
So it's Devon Smith who takes the quick shot at goal. The snap is around the corner and misses to the near side. So behind a piece in the first 100 seconds of the third quarter. And it's 9-6-60 to 2-4-16. The Bombers in control on the Robot Building Supplies scoreboard.
Zach Tui has a wardrobe change. He's got the long sleeves. And goes to the top too. Straight up the guts. And Ambrose there take the mark though for the Bombers. And he takes it inside the centre square at half forward.
Sure, he's not too cold for Zach, where he's from.
And he goes to McKernan, who's just absolutely playing with confidence at the moment. He's booted 4. And McKernan's going to go back and line up from 49 metres out. I'll take this opportunity to get downstairs to Brett Thomas for Master Builders. Brett.
And a change of umpire. Justin Schmidt, number 17, hurt his hamstring, so Nathan Williamson will umpire the second half.
Who was on the same flight back as us this morning from Adelaide.
It's Adelaide curse again.
Double time.
Adelaide hamstring curse continues. Yeah, I like it.
So McKernan moves in from 50 metres out. Fair effort. Got the distance all right. Accuracy not there. And 1 point as they go to 9-7-61. The Cats at 2-4-16. Only 3 minutes travelled in the third quarter.
They had that first 40-second surge, the Cats, at start this third term, but since then it's been all the Bombers again.
Tom Stewart goes very short to the skipper. And Selwood also goes very short to Colin Jasny. They're barely the required distance. There's going to be a 50-metre penalty. I reckon Bagley's going to fair argument. But he followed Joel Selwood in.
He's entitled to do that.
So Colin Jasny wants to take his 50 quickly and then handball to Tui, who we know can kick a very long ball. This is no exception.
Tom Hawkins.
Brad Hooker takes a great grab in front of Hawkins, almost playing like the forward on that
occasion. There's 50 there.
Why is that not 50?
That's exactly the same thing. Should have been 50 to Essendon.
So Hooker will kick it out of the defensive area. String of the target. It gets to the back of the contest. And the Bombers can't get a run at it. Langford got an unkind bounce. Devon Smith emerges with it. Handball to Zach Merritt. And here they go again.
He kicks it to Bagley, who takes the mark on the chest. 70 from home. He goes inside 50. It's a good kick to McKernan.
Geez, Bagley's been a good player today.
Yeah, played forward, hasn't he?
Yeah. It's a genius move, and he's had such an impact.
Talking about impact, what about this man, Sean McKernan? He's lining up for another one. Setting up for a round-the-corner kick here.
I'm not sure about this, but he's on a fire today.
If he's ever going to do it, Shorey.
You got to back him.
Don't. What is it, Kiss?
You've read this game like a book today, Shorey. You predicted everything.
This is a masterclass from T-Shorey.
It is.
No, keep it simple,
9-8-62, Essendon 2-4-16, Geelong Robot Building Supply scoreboard.
Tom Stewart very short to the right back pocket to Zach Tui. Final score from Shanghai shortly. Needless to say, Port Adelaide remain undefeated on their Shudo home ground over there. They've beaten the Suns by 40 points. Kick to Joel Selwood, kick to Blitz halves. Defensive side of centre wing, southern stand side. Kicks to the leader, Hawkins. Hooker smashes it away from him, and the Bombers will reboot again. Zaharakis retreats by hand to Goddard. Handball sideways to Ridley, confronted by Menegola, draws that player and then handballs to Sard, who looks at Menegola and says, I'm going to take you on. Has a cheeky bounce. Handballs to Ambrose, who handballs back to Sard. Kicks out wide, Heppel in best position to mark. And takes a great grab between Duncan and Kolodjasny.
Could have comfortably too, then went short to Merritt, who takes the mark just backward of the wing on the member side.
I tell you what, Tom Hawkins needs a rocket, boys. He's chased on that occasion. Just shows a bloke. One, he's out of form, but got, again, the inclination. Look at him now. Look, he's 10, 20 metres behind Hooker, and it's not even a quarter of a chase.
As you said, hopelessly out of form. McKenna being rounded up by Selwood. He dealt with it well and went to Ambrose, centre half back. Handball away to Sard. Dodging and weaving. His handball just hit the umpire. Deflected back to Devon Smith. The umpire gets a few boos.
You get a week for that.
Is that a fine?
He goes out to Goddard, and they've advanced the cause to Guelphy. At half forward, goes to Zaharakis. Couldn't take the mark. The Cats able to win it back. Here's Cramery. Spinning around, nervous moments for the Cats. Abuse almost run down by McDonald Tippenwoody. He kicks it to half forward, and Hooker able to take the mark. Just outpointed Selwood with superior strength and height. Here they go again. This is McKenna from half back. He takes the bounce.
Geez, they find space on the wings.
This is a training session. This is a training session.
Gets the handball to Goddard. Goddard to centre half forward, and this time Toohey is able to take the mark back there in defence.
Can someone tell me who is on McKernan? I've picked two at that certain times, but he has had that much space in the forward line.
I don't think any Cats game to go near him now in case their class has been responsible. Toohey kicks out wide to a 2-on-1, and Goddard takes the intercept mark. Dabs a little one to Zaharakis. They're owning the centre corridor here. Another little one to Fantasia. He's got it 65. Still no one's on Bell Chambers now. He should have gone short. Instead he went to McDonald Tippenwoody. Punched away there by Thurlow. It bounced back to Henry. His kick was knocked down by McDonald Tippenwoody, who was charging towards goal and saving the day for the Cats. Kolodjasny.
I reckon he's had a case for a high tackle, just by the way.
Well, he managed to run him down and was rewarded for a free kick. And they've just seen the replay for Yarra Valley and Croydon Toyota, and they agree with you half, but Geelong go forward.
Here's Dangerfield. Got the handball out. Good work, Fantasia, though. Knocked it back to Ridley, the first gamer. And Stewart hugs in the mark and will go back and line up from 45 metres out.
He's got some poise, this Ridley boy. That was brilliant. Around the corner, he knew exactly what he was doing with that ball inside forward 50. Saw Stewart had the space to his right-hand side, just curled it around so it would fade that way as it entered the arc. Brilliant stuff.
James Stewart has been a presence up forward. 12 disposals, 6 marks and a goal for Stewart. On the runway now as the Bombers attack the punt road end this third quarter. James Stewart, bit of a stuttering approach. Lets it go and never looked like it. Way out to the right-hand side and lucky to get in for a point. 8-minute mark, third quarter. The Bombers are 9-9-63. The Cats are 2-4-16. Robot Building Supply Scoreboard, ROBOT.
You were listening to Tony Leonard on the way in.
I was.
Short pass.
Robot Building Supply.
From Thurlow to Ablett. Still haven't had a goal in this third term, which is almost 9 minutes old. 4 behinds to the Bombers, 1 to the Cats, which was the first score of the quarter. Cunico's got a defensive side of centre wing for Geelong. High ball towards, just forward to centre wing. Menegola just a bit strong for Goddard. Didn't take the mark, but got it to Dangerfield, who half-hacked it on towards Duncan. Speculative handball over the top to Haaland Smith, who kicks it out of bounds on the full.
Their support for each other today, Essendon, has been first class. They don't think about attacking the ball. They leave their man, they attack. But importantly, the next player in the chain or down the line picks up their opponent. So the next possession's always going to be under pressure. It's brilliant.
That time and space thing, Alan Jones spoke to us in 1990, matter of fact, a week before the grand final, a great rugby union coach. Time and space, and that's exactly what they've done. Half, he picked it well.
Bell Chambers went short to Ridley, kicked long down the line. Now there's a whistle. It's an Essendon free. Stringer wanted to take the advantage, but umpire Sam Hay said no. Come back to James Stewart. So defensive side of centre wing. Kicks to the lead of Langford. Bew's got a hand in. Fell to Zach Merritt though. Handball to McKernan, who's singing it's his birthday today. Another little handball to Langford. Tries to squeeze a kick to Goddard. Geelong there in numbers, but Fantasia emerges with it. He's got 5 cats around him, and he's going to be pinged.
I think that was true. He got through the first tackle and then ran into the next. I think he had a bit of time to get rid of that.
Oh, geez,
you don't agree?
I'd hate to play today.
Yes, you would. You'd love to play today.
Oh, no, I'd hate it.
You just rack them up.
That's true, but I'd hate it.
Bombers by 47. Here's Thurlow, true centre-half back for the Cats. Indecision written all over his face. So he's going to go on by hand to Duncan. Oh, Duncan's kick was poor. Opens the door here for Guelphy, who gathers it in. Got the handball out. Murdoch tries to win it back. Led with his head that time, so play on was the call.
Good umpiring.
And the umpire is going to come in and ball it up.
Good umpiring.
Yeah, I think that should be holding the ball, though. If you duck your head, yeah,
absolutely.
Ball up again. Zach Smith wins it down. Goddard to McKenna. McKenna goes top of the goal square with a kick. Langford might wait for it to roll through. No. And he thought he may have been held, but the umpire said nothing doing, and it rolls through for a point. They got a 19-64. Cats 2-4-16.
Tom Stewart with a kick in, straight down the centre corridor. 30-metre pass to Kelly, who's been very quiet. He's probably his quietest game in this impressive first year in league footy. Out to Hall & Smith. Handball to Thurlow. And a neat pass down the line to centre wing to Cramry. Cramry will load up onto his preferred left boot. Deep inside forward 50. Hawkins the target. No mark. At the back, Zaharakis. As soon as he gained possession, Menegola pounced on him. And umpire Williamson comes screaming in, says, give it to me. He'll throw it up about 20 to 25 out from the Geelong goal. 12 minutes into the third quarter. 9-10 to 2-4. The margin 48 points in favour of the Bombers. And that's on the Robot Building Supplies scoreboard from the restart. Hawkins virtually threw it to Murdoch, who was then held without it, says the umpire. I reckon Hawkins could have been pinged for a throw
took
first.
A dive.
Soft free kick, Shuri?
Yeah, soft free kick. Murdoch took a dive. The umpire got sucked into it.
So he did cut one in the breadbasket.
Jordan Murdoch will play his 100th game next week. How's his afternoon been for Corrimal Windsor Caravans half?
I'll tell you what, he's had 0 possessions this quarter up until this point. So not fantastic. He's only had the 5 touches, Jordan Murdoch. He's had 5 tackles, must be said, which is equal high for the Cats.
25 out, 45-degree angle. The deficit 48 before the kick, and the deficit is now 47. Bad miss to the left. Minor score, 2-5-17 Geelong, 9-10-64 the Bombers. Robot Building Supply scoreboard.
Ball back into play. Goddard goes to the shortest of short kicks to McKenna. He chips it short again to Ridley. So where to next? Is he going to bring it back inboard? No, he does the conservative thing. Goes to the wing. Dangerfield. He was stretching, couldn't take the mark. Able to get the handball though to Tui, to Colin Jasny. Back to Tui again. Under the pump, he handballed it to Duncan. Duncan now will kick it to half forward. And good mark taken by Stuart Cramry. He's looked okay today,
He's been the best forward.
He got the handball off the Dangerfield, who was flying past, and he goes bang with a big kick from outside the 50 and a pancake parlour goal of the night. Lovely. 2 goals for Paddy and Geelong's third. 3-5-23. The Bombers 9-10-64. 13-minute mark, third quarter. Robot Building Supply scoreboard. Robot's got it for all your building supplies.
I just wonder, Half, what margin would you believe would be workable into a last quarter for the Cats? From where they are now, what margin would it have to be? 4 goals?
Oh, it's inside 5.
I think the coach believes there's still a chance, you know.
Inside 5, and they're always a chance, the Cats, because they do have some class and quality. We know that. They just haven't had anywhere near the application required today against this rampant Bombers outfit.
Brett Thomas on the boundary for Master Builders.
A bit of work getting done down here to Corey Gregson. Looks a bit tight in his left quad.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. Now there's a Geelong free kick.
Advantage.
And advantage paid to Selwood. It was going to go to Zach Smith. Pumps it to full forward. Gets to the back of the contest. Ambrose should get there first. Paddles it towards the boundary line. Geelong fans want deliberate. And the field umpire says throw it in. Not sure what that ruck infringement was. It just looked like 2 big blokes both going at the footy. But anyway,
I'm still dirty on sheets putting texture on my pants.
Yeah. Do you want to see a replay of that for Yarra Valley and Croydon Toyota?
See his face on the replay was funny.
Ball spinning back into play. Now McKernan got a bit of a push in the ruck contest. And he will take a free kick 25 to 30 out from the Geelong goal.
It is an important phase, this, I reckon.
Yeah, no doubt.
For the Bombers, because it's the first time really in the match where the Cats have had a couple of repeat entries inside their forward 50, and they kicked that goal with Dangerfield. Then if they just get another one or two here, you might start to get a bit of tightening up.
You can feel everything's dropped at the moment.
Yeah.
There's a bit of maybe the crowd's doing that because they're uncertain, I would think.
McKernan went long out towards centre wing off hands, and a boundary throw in almost in front of the umpire's race on the Great Southern stand side.
Selwood fires the handball out to Dangerfield. Got it to Cunico, and that kick to half forward. It's a high ball, and Brendan Goddard Steve's his opponent under the footy to take the mark. Used all his experience.
Gregson's got to be better than that.
Gregson just got far too easily pushed under the footy.
Here he's against you. Is that Laverty?
Laverty takes the mark. He's on the southern wing.
Great mark.
Looks up. He kicks it to half forward. Fantasia, next link in the chain. He takes the mark. Kicking a bit out from goal. He goes in looking for Stringer with 2 to beat. Flew for it. Waiting down Devon Smith. He's an opportunist. He rolls one home and a touch at the death. Duncan got there and got his finger on it. Almost the goal to Devon Smith. Minor score was the result. 16-minute mark of the third quarter. 9-11-65. Cats 3-5-23.
I tell you, I just saw something off the ball which might be looked at behind the camera, and it was as Tom Stewart belted an Essendon player in the tummy, and he's went to ground, but he's okay now.
Tui with the kick in, short to Buse, ducked around one opponent, and a long kick to centre wing. Menegola was dealt with illegally, says the umpire, and wins himself a free kick. That final score from China, by the way, Port Adelaide 11-16-82, Gold Coast 6-6-42. So the Power improved to 6-3. Cats work it through the Menegola kick out towards left half forward. It's close to the boundary line. 4 players are fighting for it at ground level, and somehow umpire Williamson's going to pick out that the last man up, Hall Smith, had it underneath him, and he is pinged for incorrect disposal. Matty D's got it, centres it up to Goddard, who marks almost at centre half back.
Transfers across to Ridley, and Ridley brings it to the members' side. For Zaharakis waits for it and hugs in the mark.
Yeah, good Ridley, but
yeah,
outstanding.
Gee, they've spread Geelong well though, haven't they? From the back half, just going wide, splitting them open, trying to get a short inside the corridor.
Into Ambrose, who went inboard. Ambrose goes back out wide again. Stewart, he was able to work Laverty under the footy and then wins it at ground level. Handball to Duncan, handball to Cunico, flat-footed. Good work that time, good pressure by Dyson Heppel. They round it back up though, the Cats. Cunico on the end of the chain. He looks up, he goes for Kelly. Kelly uses the body, but Hooker wins the day. He kept his eye on it, Hooker, was never out of the fight, and brings down the mark at left half back. That was a cracking mark.
BOG this bloke at the moment, I reckon.
Yeah. He'll be in your votes later on, sure.
No, he'll be in your votes.
Hooker back from whence it came, and Tui takes a good old-fashioned specky on the back of Dyson Heppel.
Looking forward to seeing your votes, Rain and Hall.
So Tui back towards full forward. Hooker drops this mark. It's been a rarity today, but Sard mobs up. Handball to Matty D. Handball to Zach Merritt. Cute little kick around the corner, and Langford marks on the paint of defensive 50. Brings it back in. Well, that is the great, dangerous but bold 45-degree angle kick to McDonald, Tip and Woody. Opens up the whole ground as he chips over the top to Devon Smith. Took an early bounce. Beautiful pass to Fantasia. Leads left, right and centre. He's going to go to the one in the right forward pocket to Stringer. Hall and Smith right on his hammer and punched it out of bounds. 35 around from the Essendon goal, and they really should have made more of that.
Well, it was the kick. Beautiful kick by Laverty from half-back flank into the centre of the ground. Tip and Woody, McDonald, Tip and Woody. That's the kick that Shore's been calling for all night, and they've pulled it off masterfully this afternoon.
Bombers by 42. Here's McKernan cleanly out of the ruck. He snaps back towards goal. It's going across the face and rolling out for a boundary throw-in the left forward pocket. Don't forget tonight, 3AW football, Rex Hunt is back. Collingwood and St Kilda. Big Rexy, the big birdluck, calling with Sam Newman, Robert Walls and Shane McGuinness. It's must listen to radio tonight on 3AW as the umpire tosses it back into play. Knocked down by Blitzarves. Stewart trying to take it. Hall Smith was able to dig it out. Get a little kick forward. Minagola. He was met heavily by McDonald, Tip and Woody, but Hall Smith was still able to get the clearing kick away. Nice work by Ambrose to get it under his control. Battling away in there. Here's Ablett. Ablett comes out with it, working in a phone box. Ablett, it was tackled, couldn't get a clear handball away. Fantasia to Ridley. We know the boy's got some composure. He gives it on to D. D off a step, forward pocket. Stringer. He threw himself at it, couldn't take the mark. Tumbles out towards the boundary line as Bagley just thumps it over, and we'll have a throw in now, right forward pocket for the Bombers.
Dyson Hebel caught one in the solar plexus, the contest. It's just inside the 50 before, when a contest with Menegola pulled up very, very sore. Might have had a little Dermot Brereton spew too.
Didn't realise the Saints were playing tonight, Matty. I might pop over and have a look at that. From the restart.
You'll be watching the Royal Wedding.
Zach Merritt, handballs to McDonald, Tip and Woody, shrugged the shoulders, got rid of Gregson, kicks inside forward 50, Buse punches it away into the path of Tom Stewart, handball to Blitzarves, handball to Kolajasny, plenty of hair there, another little handball to Duncan, and a nice pass to Parsons. He's got it at right half back. Goddard approaches quickly, and Parsons is letting the Essendon players flood back very quickly. Well, he kicked for touch. That is terrible. He puts it into row B.
And he got Falcon, that bloke, in row B too.
He had enough time to see it coming. It hung in the air for about 8 seconds.
He's flat with himself too. He should have got his hands up. He knows that.
Should have been a crowd catch.
Yes.
And Ambrose will take the resultant free kick. Adjacent the interchange gates, just below our commentary position. He doesn't like anything ahead of him. He's going to retreat to Matty D.
He does, and D goes further back to Hooker inside defensive 50. And Daniel Harford's running horn votes. He goes short to Zaharakis. I think you'll later sure he is.
Hooker again.
We'll get it again. Hooker from Zaharakis. Left half back.
Don't take any notice of these ones, though, Half, when you give the votes. Just what he's done in entirety in the game.
When I'm advising you.
Matt D. He goes short. Oh, that was low percentage stuff to Goddard, and the footy goes out. And the umpire's going to toss it back into play. So I'll give the Cats a look at it here with a throw-in between wing and half forward, favouring Geelong on the members' side. What are Gary Ablett's numbers, by the way, Half?
Yeah, Gary's had 2 for the quarter, I can tell you that much. I'll get to the overall numbers in a sec.
Back into play. Chambers swings it down. Heppel got a little sneaky kick away on the wing. Taken by Stringer. Stringer looks up, kicks the half forward. Coming across, Stewart for the Cats. Couldn't quite cling onto the mark. Goes to ground, handball, intercepted. McDonald, Tip and Woody, goes for the pass, didn't blaze away. Mark taken by Fantasia, thought about the handball.
After the couple of instances in the second term where he should have given it off to his teammates, he thought about that because he probably copped the cook at half time.
He was never going
to handball.
That's what I was going to say, but was he really?
Nah.
Yes, he was.
It's the old, I'll look like I'm going to handball, but I'm going back myself, son. And so he should. He's a good kick normally.
The old Scotty Lucas trick, they used to call it at Essendon. Here is Fantasia lining up for goal. He's 40 metres out. He's directly in front. A slow, deliberate approach. Moves in. Fantasia, goal. Second for Orazio Fantasia. 10-11-71 the Bombers. 3-5-23 Geelong, 23-minute mark. Third quarter, Robot Building Supply scoreboard.
Well, they just had the answers, haven't they? I thought Geelong were coming a little bit there. They've had the ball, but whether the pressure has really just worn them down, and well done to Western for it. But I've never seen a Geelong side come through the corridor with numbers free and they make bad mistakes by foot, as in technically how they go about it and decision-making wise. It's probably the worst I've seen Geelong play in that way. But well done to Western, because that forces you to think you're under pressure, but you're not really, and you make mistakes anyway.
Going to be a very short quarter. We're not yet at the 24-minute mark, and there's only a minute 46 remaining as umpire Williamson smashes it into the turf. Bell Chambers, well, he didn't win the tap. It ran down his arm virtually. Selwood dived on it, got a handball to Blitzarves, handball to Hall Smith. Kick around the corner, which way will it bounce? Goddard was good. Minute full-chested. Scooped it up towards Heppel. Now Fantasia's got it again, but turned it over. Handball straight to Tui. He kicks inside forward 50, and he kicks to 3 Essendon players. And the one in the middle is Devon Smith, who takes the easiest mark he ever will in his career. He goes sideways, and Ridley, who's been very impressive on debut, takes the mark. And he jabs a little pass, or dabs a little pass, back inboard to Goddard.
To 20, Ridley.
with a quarter to go.
He's been very good.
Goddard called to play on. Kicks in the direction of Clark, the other first gamer. He dives on the foot. He's got a problem now, but the umpire gives him the benefit of the doubt and says he'll throw it up. 75 from the Geelong goal. 55 seconds, in fact, till three-quarter time. And the Cats lead it by, the Bombers lead it by 48 points.
Comes to Murdoch from that ball up inside the 50. Zach Smith couldn't take it. Here's Cranmery breaking free and then dropped it.
Oh, gee, that was stiff.
Was he tackled?
I don't think the tackle held, did it?
Yeah.
No, there's no way known that tackle
I
held.
thought he was already out of the tackle.
He fell
when
over.
dropped out, and
It's not a free
Bagley's
kick.
been awarded the free kick.
Some of the numbers, 55 more possessions for the Bombers, 48 more marks, 16 more inside 50s, 23 more tackles, 51% possession to 33, so 18% more possession.
Heppel couldn't take the mark.
Commonwealth Winter Caravans.
He's been tied up, and Boy's going to come in and pull up. What about Tim Kelly tonight, Half?
Oh, he's been...
He's had a pretty lacklustre night. Just 10 for Tim, who's been such a big part of the year, and just going at 30% as well on the Corrimal Windsor Caravan stat sheet.
Here's Heppel keeping it in, blitz halves, and he was pressured over the boundary line. Footy went with him. Throw in, 75 metres around from goal. It is 10-11-71 Essendon, 3-5-23 the Cats.
Good part about this, sorry,
wind
Matty,
down to three-quarter time, Half.
Sure, is that even though they're not having much of the ball here at the moment, the Bombers, they're not getting scored against.
No, it's good. You're right there.
Siren imminent. Throw in, and before the Cats can get a clearance, the quarter ends. It only ran 26 and a quarter minutes. And the best news for the Bombers, it was just one goal apiece. In fact, Essendon won the quarter by 4 points, kicking 1-6 to 1-2. And as we turn for home, the Bombers 48 points to the good, 10-11-71 to Geelong, 3-5-23. That is on the Robot Building Supplies scoreboard. 4 to Sean McKernan. He could have half a dozen given he missed twice in that third quarter. He's got 4 goals, 3. And the only other multiple goal kicker for the Bombers, Orazio Fantasia, has kicked 2 straight, while for the Cats, Patrick Dangerfield has kicked 2 of their 3 goals. Around the grounds, Port Adelaide by 40 points over the Suns, and North Melbourne by 43 over the Giants. And here it is the Bombers by 48 over the Cats. What have you spotted, Shorey, before we
Just
take a break?
quickly, the Cats are all in the middle. They're just discussing things that happened during this game and a lot of finger pointing. So they're coming at it. There's nothing untoward, but just to settle this thing to see what's going on here, boys.
Three-quarter time, the Bombers in control and heading for a huge upset at the MCG. Don't forget, Big Rexy coming up in just under an hour's time. For McDonald's, 3RW is football.
This is the 2018 Toyota AFL Premiership season. This quarter brought to you by Robot Building Supplies. Robot's got it for all your building supplies.